Welcome back to another episode of 40 and Fighting. This motherfucker's old and I'm the black belt slayer. Let's get it ripping. I gotta restart that. I'm the white belt slayer, not the black belt slayer. Nicky Rod's been on my mind all week.
I bet he has. Been all that greasy up Italian fucking sausage.
I think I like the Puerto Rican part of it better, or Dominican, whatever he is. I mean, I can't assume he's 100% Italian. His last name is fucking Rodriguez.
Let's get this shit started.
We're getting ripping orange wheats again because we were old and we didn't finish the last ones.
Yep.
John's hurt. I'm hurt. His ego's hurt. Mine's fucking flying high. Look at this shit. Oh, one of these is my euro. You have a euro? You got one of these from the Worlds?
Don't listen to his participation.
I don't know if you can see all these on the camera though.
It's their participation trophy 1, 2, 3, 5. You did earn this one though.
Put that work in for this one, dog.
You did earn this one. However, we won the same amount of matches, so
it's not my fault you didn't get one.
Fuck you.
Is it my fault you didn't get one?
I'm not saying it's not. I mean, I'm not saying.
Yeah, but I go against bigger dudes, so each one of my dudes counts as 2.
You are counted as 2, so it cancels each other out.
Dude, those dudes were big.
They're always bigger.
The dude that won was really big. The dude I beat was not very big. I mean, he was bigger than me, but he wasn't very strong.
The dude I lost to won first place. The first guy I lost to won first place.
Oh, my guy got second.
Yeah, the first guy I went up against, that sucked.
Yeah.
It was a good time, though. I had fun.
So tell me about your week. So we did this a couple days ago, but so far it's been 1 day of rolling, 1 competition. Did you roll on Sunday?
No. When my kids competed, my son competed, and then we had to go back down the next day. Where I did get, let me put my shit on, the first one. Let's get this coach's pass.
Yeah.
Coach's pass.
I'm actually more jealous about that.
Yeah, I had the coaches. You know what I did? I made it a point to go get coach's snacks.
Did you?
I sure as fuck did.
Oh, man.
I went down there. Cassie even took a picture because she was on the seat. She took a picture of me down there. I was like, "Where's them snacks at?"
At one point, I saw fucking Omar walking around with the sub. I don't think those were for the coaches. I think they were for the refs, and he punked them.
Yeah, but with Omar, it don't matter. He punked all the refs there.
Oh, then fucking Jansen Gomez was there. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, he was there. He was standing next to me.
I got a picture of him.
That's when you were like, "Hey."
Yeah, I was above you. I was like, "Hey." And you're like, "What?" And I was like, "Hey, that's Jansen Gomez." You're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Dude, the event, I'll say this. This was by far the best location event for a Jiu-Jitsu World League that I've been to. That was dope. It's the best one I've been to. Tell me which one's better.
It's pretty good. My first note was to talk about this World League thing was called the Worlds. This is like their rip-off of IBJJF Worlds. And they had it at UCLA. And the venue was dope, 100%.
That's what I mean, the venue.
And the fact that we got to park for free was dope, and that there was parking was awesome. But
good parking, too.
The parking was very good.
It's like you didn't have to walk a mile freaking or anything like that.
The one venue that may have been cooler that I've done, I mean, the Euros was fucking awesome.
I'm talking about Jiu-Jitsu World League.
Was that one I did in San Diego at that Nazarene College? Was that World League? Yeah, for sure.
That was World League.
That was a really cool venue.
That was not as cool as this.
I don't know, dude.
It was such a crappy college. I mean, it's a cool college.
It was cool though, because like the view outside,
but also it's like the way it went down.
It was super, I thought it was super cool, but
I don't think it was as nice.
No, but as far as like a historic venue,
like this felt for a Worlds event, it felt like you were competing in Long Beach at the Pyramid. It was nice.
Oh, you did the Long Beach Pyramid.
I did,
right?
yeah.
So like, it was cool. It was super cool. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it. It was way better. I thought it was gonna be such a shit show.
Yeah,
there's no fucking parking at UCLA, and you were supposed to pay for parking.
I went both days. There was no parking. I didn't pay for parking.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pay that day we went. But my first note was to talk about how good this event was. Like,
they did it right.
I've never been to an IBJJF that ran on time. Ever.
Dude, everything was on time.
Everything was on time. I was standing there, and they were like, "Okay, 3 p.m. competitors."
And they actually were early because my initial.
I went like 10 minutes early.
I know. My initial, when I first got my schedule, it said 3 p.m. and then they revised it the next day. It said 2 p.m.
I got the same thing.
And I went in, and they started on time.
Yeah.
Which was that. You know what? I didn't even think about that. They all started on time when they said they were gonna go. You went in, you lined up, and then they called you in and. They actually had a nice warm-up area, too.
Yeah, the warm-up area was nice. Oh, I was getting in, warming up, doing white belt shit. All these motherfuckers are looking at me. So, like, when I'm at an event, I try not to put my gi on until it's, like, the last minute. I put my gi on this time because I was wearing a fucking gi that was a little bit too small for me. Motherfuckers could not get the grip. You know, they were actually able to get grips still, which I was pretty surprised on.
Well, even I rolled the showy roll, and like I said, I had to do the little T-Rex arms.
Oh, I T-Rexed them like a motherfucker.
As soon as I opened my hand, it was like, whoop.
Yeah,
like
I T-Rexed them too. But
I
I
didn't care, though.
I wear an A3H, and I could probably wear an A4. They're just too long for me.
Yeah.
But I was wearing an A3.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a little small.
That boy is small. But I went down there to the warm-up rooms, and I had my gi top on, but I never pull my belt out of my bag because I don't want people to see it.
Yeah.
Because in my division, it's so easy to pick out who's in your division. The biggest dudes who look like they're a little bit older, that's my division. Oh, let me take off the second medal.
Oh, man, this guy wants to be jangled.
I don't want to be fucking jangling around this whole time. Yeah, that's a fucking bronze medal from the Worlds.
Let me see it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dope.
They do look pretty sweet.
They do really cool medals. So
you have a World League one yet?
No, just IBJJ.
I've never really looked at the other ones that close, but it's pretty sweet.
My wife does, and so does Nathan. They're all pretty. They're pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah.
They go a little bit harder on the medals.
Yeah, I mean, for what you pay, you pay for the same as an IBJJ.
It was $100, I think. I don't remember.
I don't know.
I didn't get a fucking rash guard. Didn't have my goddamn size. I got one for Brianna and gave it to her.
I got one.
I have to bring it up. One of these medals here, I think this one here is actually Brianna's. Somehow they got mixed up.
So he's lying.
I'm lying. They're not all mine. That's my wife's. That's my wife's medal.
Accolades seem more than what they are.
Yeah, my mom made this for me. My mom made it.
My mom made it.
She just grabbed them all.
Yeah, that's a cool setup though. I like it.
It's the same setup you have.
Yeah, well, mine are single.
Yeah,
but yeah,
same Hobby Lobby and shit.
Yep.
But we were talking about the Worlds and shit. So I was downstairs, just in my gi top and my pants and shit, warming up, and I was just doing like first of all, my back was fucking killing me. I think we talked about it on the last one. Your back's still fucked up too.
So bad.
But I was trying to just warm my back up because I was feeling stiff the whole. I didn't even want to go there. All right, let's start at the beginning. So we did the podcast on the Friday before, right?
We did it the day.
So I was
the day before.
Yeah.
The
So
evening before.
I was mentally ready for it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I started to feel myself at purple belt, and then I woke up in the morning. I woke up like later than I wanted to, and I was like, dude, I don't fucking want to go. I was like, I'm feeling good in my bed. It's been 2 weeks of fucking shitty travel. I didn't want to go. I haven't been rolling. I literally rolled 2 or 3 days in 2 weeks, right before this competition. Did you texted me something and I responded, and then you kept texting me and I stopped responding on purpose.
I know you did.
Yeah, and then
when you stopped responding, that's why I sent you that video because I was like, this motherfucker's thinking about not going.
Yeah, and then he sent me that gif of fucking.
So he texted me back and he said something about like, oh man, I'm not feeling it, and so then I was texting him like, I was like, better get your ass up, blah blah blah. And then fucking he didn't respond, so I sent him that a little YouTube video of Debo where he's like, "Stop being a bitch,
stop being a bitch, come on."
And then he never responded back, but that motherfucker showed up.
And that was like a whole couple hours too, because I hadn't even gotten out of bed when he sent that yet. So I got up, did whatever I had to do, get my shit. Brianna got ready. We got in the car, drove all the way to fucking LA or all the way to UCLA and shit. And I'm walking around looking for you, trying to find you guys without texting you. And he's texting me. He's like, where the fuck are you at? And I'm just walking around looking for him.
I was waiting because I was like, wait till his next podcast. I'm going to go off. I am going to go off.
The main reason I go is so he couldn't talk shit.
I would have been. And you would have had no, there would have been nothing because the previous podcast, you were like, I'm going to compete. I'm going to be there.
Oh, shit. So, all right. So we're talking about how fucking good it was. But I was downstairs warming up and I was just doing fuck shit. Like, literally like doing hip escapes. And then getting into the turtle, and then sitting out of the turtle. I was doing that for like 20 minutes. And all these dudes, and they're all brown belts and purple belts, were all looking at me. I could feel them all looking at me like, what the fuck is this dude doing? They're all in there fucking trying to wrestle, do like the single leg bullshit. And I'm literally there just trying to warm my back up. But like 15, 20 minutes, it was so hot in there.
It was really warm
down there. Amazing.
It was super warm down there.
The only thing that sucked is I kept trying to get downstairs so I could get down there and start jogging. And they wouldn't let me down. I had to walk up and down those stairs like fucking 5 or 6 times. I was dying.
Me and Misa went down there and did the warm up.
Oh, happy birthday, Misa!
Yeah, happy birthday.
I missed you today.
Belated birthday by the time.
Did he get it?
He got it.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, it was cool. But me and Misa went down there and we warmed up, and then I was like, man, it's warm as fuck down here. And then we got our warm up, and then the next day when I took Nathan down there, it was so many kids down there. So he was just stretching, and then we did what do we call it? Pummeling for a bit, just to get him like warmed up, to get him to go. But even then, I was like, man, why the fuck am I sweating? I'm not competing today. It was
Dude,
really
pummeling's
warm
pretty
down
rough,
there.
man. There's a lot of fucking work in that.
I was hoping that there was. My goal was when he went down, I was like, screw this jiu-jitsu fucking warm-ups. I want you to go into your wrestling warm-ups and start fucking.
That boy looks good wrestling, dude. He looks good when he wrestles.
Yeah, that video I sent you, woo, I was like,
hey, man, this is a little bit appropriate. You can tell that motherfucker wear a jockstrap or something, dude. That fool's dicked up, dog.
You know where he gets it. That's right. That's right.
I ain't never seen you look all dicked up like
I don't wear it. I'm not wearing a leotard. I'm just saying.
Hey, he's like 17. He's of age.
Yeah.
He's close enough.
He did fucking, he showed me the footage. I was like, fuck.
Damn, yeah, he looked good, dude. He fucked that kid up.
I was like, damn, bro.
Did that kid start crying?
Yeah.
You know, I was fucked up thinking for a second because, you know, the homie teaches at the other school, and they have like a weird federation that they wrestle in because it's a private school. And then I saw your fucking kid smash that kid, and I was like, man, he beat up like an autistic kid or something. Then I was like, wait, he's in regular ass high school. That's a regular ass kid.
That's a regular ass kid, yeah.
He fucked him up. But anyway, World League ran on time. It was a really cool event. I did not want to go, and it ended up being a cool day, regardless of winning or losing. It was a cool day. Like all the homies were there as mad fools. A lot of people placed.
Yeah. Or at least got some victories.
Yeah.
You know, I think that was the thing for me. Like
even some of the white belts, fucking one of the white belts placed.
Austin, I think is his name, and I don't know if he got a medal, but he got,
I think he did. I think I saw him get a medal.
He got an Ezekiel from guard in someone's guard.
Yeah, he subbed the dude, and if you watch the video he posted, he's like, oh,
he was down like 20-some points.
No, I think he was up 24 points.
No, he was down.
Oh, shit, he was getting his ass
He was getting his ass whipped.
Dang, that's fucking shout out to Austin,
He pulled that off.
Brought it out.
Yeah, I was
man,
like,
if I was whooping someone's ass 24-0 and he Ezekiel'd me, I think I might cry.
You might cry.
Especially if I was in his guard.
You were winning. Yeah, that's the thing. He was like, he was in your guard, and he choked the shit out of you while you were up.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you have someone in your guard and you're up, you're like, oh, I'm stalling.
Yeah. I'm not going to say any names because I don't think they want to put it on blast. But one of the little homies put someone to sleep. The video was wild. Puts this dude to sleep in a darce, and he's just like, he gets up, and the kid just like slumped for like 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
I think he might have been an adult because I think they make him compete at adult. I mean, he should.
No, that was juniors. Because,
was it?
Yeah, Sundays are juniors.
Man, that's fucked up for those dudes he competes against. Cause
he was right next to us.
The little homie is legit. I think he's like a top 10 wrestler in the state.
Yeah,
he put the work in.
I think they were saying, I was talking to, was it Anthony, the other Anthony or something, because we were both down there, and he was saying that, like, he was telling me that he was talking to him, and he was like, oh, you know, he did some wrestling tournament. Yeah. And he was like, what's the biggest bracket? And
I told you that.
Was it you? And you said there was like 80, and he placed like 7th out of 80 people.
He went 8-2, like in an 80, in like an 8 or 120, 128 dude bracket. I think he told me. But dude, the confidence that kid has, I mean, that kid fucks me up. Like,
you know what the thing is? He competes so much. Like, you can go into these and feel pretty good. So. And
then shout out to some of the other homies from the other teams. Fucking Isaiah, did you see that highlight reel that Phil posted?
Mm-hmm. That back tape,
that back tape to the body triangle, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I was impressed. I was like, damn. I was like, that was badass.
I fucking hate that.
I left because we like the whole family was there, so we left.
Hey, we said it, dude. It was too fucking late, dude. If you're doing no-gi, you can suck a fucking dick.
It was too late, but I know Chris was about to go. I didn't get to watch him.
Little buff Chris? Yeah, his brother.
And I think what's his name on Purple Belt?
From our team?
Yeah.
Danny?
No. Oh, Danny went.
Jared?
I think he got bronze.
Yeah, he got second or third.
And then Jared. Yeah.
Did he place?
I think he did.
Fuck, dude, Jared. Do you see him hitting those triangles in the highlights?
Yeah.
I can't believe he didn't place in the gi. I think he said he went 2-2 in the gi.
You know, that's why it's interesting when you compete. Like, I think in my mind, like when you roll with some people in the gym, you're just like, dude, this guy's a monster. This guy's crazy. And then you watch them go out and roll at like a tournament. And they get smoked, and you're like, holy shit. What the fuck?
I think that's mental. I don't think he got smoked. I don't think he got smoked.
I'm not saying any of these guys got smoked. I'm just saying, but you see that happen where someone loses, and you're just like, wow.
Think about it at the Worlds. I mean, if you do IBJJF Worlds, it's not like a normal competition. You have to have points to get in there. So you have to be legit enough to win points to get into the Worlds.
Yeah.
And if you watch like the videos of Tynan or Philippe Andrew just fucking smashing legit white belts, and it's like, dude, there's levels at every level. You know what I mean? Like, speaking of that, it's funny. Fucking when all the fat ass dudes in my division were walking up the stairs, everyone was like, fuck, trying to get up those stairs and shit. But the dude that I lost to in my first match, we were talking after on, because he was really nice. He was like, "Are you okay?" And shit. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good." And then I was like, "Hey man, sorry about that wrist lock," because I had his shit bent like this, and then his fingers were touching his shit, and he didn't tap, and he was like, "Oh, I think you would have got DQ'd if you would have got that." I was like, "Why?" And he was like, He's like, you can't wrist lock at purple belt. I was like, yeah, you can. He's like, you wrist lock at blue belt. And he's
yeah.
like, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I was talking to him later on, and I was like, he's like, oh, I was like, how long you been a purple belt for? And he's like, oh, only about a couple months. I was like, oh yeah, me too. And he's like, yeah, but I should be a black belt. And I was like, where's this motherfucker going with this? And then he was like, I've been rolling since 2011.
That's a long
and
time.
I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, but I switch schools like every year or two, so like I haven't really found the spot at. So, I mean, he didn't like whoop my ass. He couldn't finish either choke he tried to get onto. So what I'm saying is I'm basically a fucking black belt.
Fuck out of here. On one of my matches, it was my last match. The guy was in half guard, but he was like putting a lot of pressure.
You were on top or bottom?
I was on bottom, and I was able to trap his right arm, behind his elbow, and I caught his wrist, and I had his hand like this, and I went and I bent it down all the way, and then I was like, oh, he's not tapping. So then I was able to readjust my hand because his elbow was caught here. So I got his hands like this, and I pushed it like this together, and his palm touched his freaking arm, and he did not tap. He did not tap, and I was like,
"Did you get it held there, or was it just like a?"
I held it there,
wow.
and I ended up letting it go because I was like, well, he was just moving around, and I was like, of course, the guy that I get has like ridiculously flexible freaking hands, and so, and I ended up like reversing him, getting to side control, but I just couldn't. I don't know. I just couldn't maintain it, and I lost it. So
you did good. You got that fucking passing choke.
Yeah.
I watched that video a bunch of times that you sent me. I think if you had one more detail, a little bit better, you would have got that choke like 2 seconds instead of 10 seconds.
Well,
because his face was turned.
Yeah. So one of the things.
Were you thumb in or fingers in?
I was thumb in.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you want to be able to bend your wrists around
I was
him.
thumb in.
But he had his head turned, and you had him lifted. But you weren't in side control. You got to get into side control.
Yeah, if you watch it, he was blocking me. So,
was he?
Yeah, he was blocking me. Like
I mean,
he had his hand framed on my arm.
Yeah.
And then it was like It was locked in, so I couldn't like put more pressure.
Yeah.
However, I have learned because I hit that a lot is if I go into that submission. So the submission we're talking about? You go double unders, you go the cross to the lapel on the opposite side of his neck, and then with your knee. Or your hand, you grab their pants or belt, whatever, and you start lifting, and then you take your knee that's in the back and you slide it underneath so that they can't push back out, and they're basically stuck, and you just kind of keep going. And so your hand and your forearm slides under their neck, and their whole body basically tilts over them, but their neck doesn't move, so it sucks.
Once he turned into the choke, he tapped.
Yeah. Once his hand slipped, my arm went boop right into it. The thing is that I've learned doing that specific move is that if I go too quick, their momentum will pop them over, and they actually flip out of it.
Yeah.
So what I've learned to do is I'll get them stacked,
and
then they'll struggle, but my knee and they're locked in. They'll struggle a bit, and then they realize, oh shit, I can't get out. And then as soon as they stop struggling, because I know they lost that momentum, then I start putting in the pressure again.
Yeah.
And so I mean, he was completely bent.
So you went 1 and 2 with one submission.
I went.
All right, 1 and 3. Yeah, I went 1 and 1.
1 and 2 is right. Yeah, 1 win, 2 losses. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because
I lost the first one, won the second,
lost the third,
and then lost the third.
Yeah, there was only a total of 4 guys, including me in my bracket. I went 1 and 1. So the guy who got second went 1 and 1, but he won his first match, so he went to the other bracket, which is a pretty cool way to do it when you fight for third. I guess that's probably the only way to do it.
I mean, well, IBJJF doesn't do it at all.
They do 2/3 places though.
Yeah, they do 2/3.
Yeah,
I don't like
one match.
I'm not a big fan of.
I like it.
The losers bracket because it sucks. I mean,
because you're going hard for third.
So yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
but
my
it's still earned.
So when I went into that second match, I already told myself if I have to get stuck in the like third place or losers bracket is what everyone calls it, to legit what it is. I'm like fuck it.
Hey, this says otherwise. Winners bracket.
If I go into that bracket, my mindset is I'm just gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Whatever I can get, I'm gonna do like whatever, and it like takes all the pressure for some reason off. And so he pulled guard. I got stuck in his guard, but I was like, what happened was he pulled guard, and then I was able to get out of it like really easy. And I was like, well, that was really freaking easy. And then I was like, well, shit, I'm just gonna go for the double under. And I went for the double under. He went for the triangle. He caught the triangle, but I got my hand on the collar on the opposite side.
Pulling, yeah.
And then as he was trying to like adjust. Like I could tell. Like
so you didn't go double unders? You got that from a triangle?
I got it from triangle. Well, so he had the triangle. I got my hand, and I started trying to pass to break open his guard. But when he had me in the triangle, I was like, oh, this is not gonna work. Like I could completely tell, like he wasn't gonna get it.
Yeah.
He wasn't closing it. He wasn't adjusting. He wasn't like doing the things he should do.
Yeah.
And so the only thing I was worried about was maybe he'll switch to armbar, and then I would have to worry about that. So
was he real tall and skinny or lanky?
No, he was a little taller than me, but not like
if you're
too
relatively
much
the
taller.
same size, you're too big to get triangle.
So
you gotta be real
so
tall.
While I was in the triangle, I wasn't worried at all about being choked. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna get my hand as deep as I can into his collar. So once I had it, I just worked it down a little bit, and then once I was there, I started working on escaping the triangle, and my hand was already like in perfect position for it. So
that's I mean, he fucking did awesome on that. On the one that I won, the guy that was coaching me was like, hey, he's gonna try to pull half guard on you, so do not pull guard on him. I don't know. We were standing up for like, first of all, can we all make a fucking agreement? If you're an ultra and you're above blue belt, can we stop trying to butt each other's heads to death? That would make my life a little bit better. How about we use a little bit of technique, all right? You're a purple belt. You should have some takedowns or techniques. I was trying to, fuck, did you see the first one I did?
Yeah. You went for the single leg, right?
No, I tried to Uchimata him and he pushed me over.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I never had that happen before. That's the first time ever.
He just pushed you?
Yeah, because like I kept popping him, like he kept popping up. And he left it. I was like, oh, he did it 2 or 3 times. I was like, oh, I'm going to hit the Uchimata on him. And I fucking spun around, and as I'm kicking my leg up, he literally pushed me over. But at least I went for it.
Hey.
But on the second one, I knew the dude was going to pull half guard, and he didn't have stamina. But these motherfuckers are just grinding my head. It's like, dude, that's not a technique. Like, banging your head into the other dude's not a technique. I mean, I guess it kind of is.
You didn't get slammed into the table, so.
Oh, fuck. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
But I have this dude, we're banging each other's heads, and I could tell that he wants to give up. I could see right away he wants to give up. And my grips were so gassed. This dude got like 12 minutes off, 15 minutes off. I got 4 minutes off. And
you have to just tell him, be like, hey, it needs to
I kept saying, I was like, 2 more minutes? And the ref's like, yeah, 2 more minutes.
Okay.
But it ended up only being like maybe 4 to 6 minutes. Anyway, I have the grips on the dude, and at one point, I just let him go. I was like, oh, my fucking hands are dying right now. So I let him go. The dude kind of moves, and he gets back into him. And every time I went to go try to start like tripping him to try to pull the half guard, literally every time I started like shucking him, he decided he was going to not pull guard. I could feel him start and stop.
Yeah.
So finally, I just held him there, and I was just wiggling him around. And he pulled the half guard, and we ended up getting in a dogfight because he almost got the trip on me. And then I ended up getting in half and passing.
Yeah.
And I thought about it right away because if you watch the video, I adjust the grip by my neck, and then I try to pop it, and it doesn't come, and he starts kind of jerking. So I go back into my normal passing switch. I was like, I'm going to give this dude a lasso because he doesn't have a good enough. I could feel what he's doing. He didn't have like the Misa way to lasso me. That's how I ended up passing. But as soon as I passed, he tried to baseball bat choke me.
Oh, that's what we thought we saw. Yeah, we were like watching.
He tried to baseball bat choke me, but the reason I didn't think about it as I was passing, it was the worst, loosest baseball I have ever felt.
So it wasn't even. And you didn't let him roll over,
I could have stopped.
Too.
No, I could have stopped. And at one point I did. Then he tried to roll, and I was like, it's still not tight, but he might be able to flip me. So finally I kind of grabbed him, and I put my knee on him and pushed him back to his back. And then he let it go, and I was like, man, that was the... And I heard his coach saying, turn, roll to your belly. And I was like, he could roll all the way over 5 times, and he's just going to pull my gi off because he doesn't have it tight.
Yeah.
But I remember I was on my knees, like, scooting, and I was like, oh, he's not stopping. So I get up on my toes, and I start going in a circle with him. Then he tries to roll, and I'm like, you're not anywhere near close.
On my first match, I kind of learned from my last tournament where we stood for 5 minutes, and...
I was hoping to stand for 5 minutes.
That's what me and this guy were standing for like half the time, and I was like, all right, this is gonna go to that. So then I just started going for like single legs, even though I wasn't like trying hard. I wanted to be the one like going looking for him, being more aggressive, right? Yeah. So Omar was like, you have to attack. Yeah. So I was like, all right. So I was going, and I honestly was like, all right, this is gonna go 5 minutes standing because I'm not pulling guard. He's not able to take me down, and then the motherfucker caught me.
Was it sacrifice or what?
No, he went in for a single leg, and normally I drop my arms like this, so that I catch their shoulders, and I just kind of like boom and get him off. And I watched the video, and he just caught me, man. And there was nothing I could do. And he took me. We were going backwards, and then he hooked his leg around, and we just went just like bloop, and fell down. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's funny. That dude, the coaches were like, hey, he's gonna pull guard on. He tried to like single or double leg me, and you could tell that he probably gets it a lot in his gym because there's not a lot of bigger dudes. I mean, he was probably 6 foot, 5'11",
like
6
smaller
foot,
guys, yeah.
and he was probably gets it a lot. And I really badly shook under and pulled him up.
Yeah, that's
and when he looked up at me, he was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that," because I pulled him and then I went straight for the headlock, and he popped out and he was like, "Oh," you could tell he wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
He wasn't expecting someone to stop that, which was pretty cool.
But that's like that's what I was referring to earlier. Is like you go to these competitions and maybe you're doing really well in your gym, but then you go here and you're like, oh,
for sure.
Everyone competing is usually the guys that are doing well in their gym.
Yeah.
And so they're like, let me go compete, kind of thing. So
you're
not going against your average. I mean, not saying that there's I mean, I went out there and I'm fucking dog shit. So
we're both dog shit, but we both got wins.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't get one of these. Did you get one of these bad boys?
But I did get one of these.
Hold on.
My coach's pass. Mine came with snacks.
Listen to this.
Mine came with snacks.
Yeah, it did. I mean, in my world, that's a win.
Yeah.
I got some other shit to say about fucking World League though. They switched up their mats, which are awesome. They have like a new mat that's tatami mat, so it's got grip to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember one of the last IBJJFs I did specifically, one of the ones in San Diego. So this was like 2 years ago, actually. Not the last one I did, but a couple years ago, I could feel this guy got a sacrifice throw on me, and I could feel my hip coming up, and I could feel like I was going to be able to at least stand back up or maybe get on top. But those mats are so slippery. He was just pushing me, and I was sliding, and I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, that's like a weapon or like an anti-weapon. Yeah. It's like the mats were so slippery, but this new World League mats, they had some grip to them, and they used to be like the Dolomer, like kind of like slick mats, like wrestling mats with it. But now they have like a tatami style mat. Nice. It was great. I mean, World League really stepped up their game.
So there was two cons from my perspective, and the one I think I mentioned was there's no acai bowls, right? Like
there was no acai.
There was no acai
you didn't talk about
bowls.
that.
Yeah. So the two cons that I was.
Hey, someone owes me an acai bowl. I can't remember who it was, but I want my $15. That was you.
That was $5, sir.
No, with that too. But someone was like, I was trying to bet money. Like, oh, I'll bet you an acai bowl, and I was like, okay, that's like $15.
Yeah, but we never bet. So I owe you.
Was that you talking to?
Yeah, we were. I don't remember what we were talking about though.
Someone owes me an acai bowl. I don't think it's this guy, but I want my $15 on acai bowl.
But so I was talking even with Omar. I said, I was like, everything's great. Like the event's great. Yep. The two big things is no acai bowls because there's no outside vendors, and then two, Omar pointed out, which was really valid point, is the podiums were outside. If you won, you had to go outside, up the stairs and fucking whatever. He was like,
it was up the stairs. It wasn't outside.
Well, up there. He said they have room. They should have done them there. In front of everybody.
There wasn't room.
They could have made room.
I don't know.
They could have got rid of one mat and put it there.
They would have had to
that would have been fine because then you would have had the podium there. Yeah. When you finish your competition, you go to the podium there. Yeah. You don't have to walk up those damn stairs, right? After your match and you're tired. And it's there in front of everybody. The whole crowd's there. You get to see it.
Walking up those stairs to the podium, I was fucking dying.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Like the other two dudes in my division, we looked at each other when we were about to go up the stairs, and we were just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, those were steep stairs.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
But one thing obviously he wouldn't know about. But the IBJJF podiums are really fucking tall. And the World League one was short, and I was thankful for that because I wouldn't have been able to get on that fucking podium.
Well, you would have to go up to the third, second.
I wasn't third. But I mean, I've never been on a first place IBJJF, but they're tall. They're probably like a third place is probably 2.5 feet tall, whereas this one was like 8 or 9 inches.
I mean, I didn't have trouble getting on the second place podium, so get your knees right.
Are you the one crying about you're having a bad back right now?
I said knees. I'll just lay on it and
roll up.
Yeah, just fucking roll up there
like a walrus.
Yeah.
But I was stoked on the mats. I think overall it was a really cool. I thought it was a really cool fucking tournament. They're stepping up their game. Jean-Jacques Machado was there. You know, it's funny. I always see him there, and I didn't put it together until just now. His brother owns World League.
Oh, does it?
It's Carlos Machado that does World League, or Higan Machado that owns World League. But at the California ones, he's always there. His whole team's there. All the guys you see on YouTube teaching, they were all there. Jay Belzos, the other older guy with the gray beard, he was there coaching. Jean-Jacques coached against Misa, I think.
I think so, yeah, because one of his competitors was from their school.
Yep.
It was still funny because we were coaching one of the preteens or juveniles, and the opponent was kind of stalling. He was in he was stuck in guard, but he wasn't getting out. And Omar looks at the ref and he's like, yeah, hey, professor, and he says whatever he said, and then the ref goes and gives him a fucking penalty. I was like, damn.
Oh, they must know who he is, because a lot of times it's the same refs.
Yeah.
There's a couple World League refs I've noticed at IBJJF.
So he gave him the points, and then like he did something, and the kid got the points or whatever. But he looked at Omar before he gave the points, kind of like, and he was kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, I got to do this, you know. And it's like, do I, you know, kind of like, hey, do I do this? And Omar was just like, you know.
That's funny you bring that up. So the first tournament I did was IBJJF American Nationals in 21 or 22, whatever year it was. And Gabe was putting it on this dude. Actually, think about it. Gabe got down a couple points. Big Gabe got down a couple points, and then started putting it on this guy. And he wasn't getting the points. And Omar ran from Gabe's mat over to the main table, started yelling at people, and ran back, and the points were mysteriously there. He went over to having the main scorer's table and had him go back and put the fucking points in. I think Gabe ended up winning on that one. But he was putting it on the dude anyway, but he just wasn't getting the points.
I think that's the benefit of having Omar in your corner. If he's there and shit's not right, he'll make sure it gets right.
Yeah, 100%. Or at least someone will get yelled at.
One of the girls competing, the girl she was competing basically took her leg and moved it across, forced her into a knee reaping position, and then she got disqualified for knee reaping. Even though she moved her, physically moved her leg to make it.
That's kind of what happened to Louis last year too.
So Omar, he had all the refs in the corner rewatching the video.
Oh, really?
He's like, no. Rewatch this. Like, she made it happen, but it was like the angle, you couldn't see it, so they had to end up calling it. But he had them all there, like, watching the footage and be like, nope, she made that. She pulled it, but because of the angle, they couldn't see it. The ruling held, so. Another beer?
Yeah, I was just going to say you want to get another beer.
Yeah, I need to stretch.
Oh. This old fuck, he's got to get up and stretch. Don't cut this shit out either. Don't
hey.
cut it out when you're like, ugh. Let's open these beers up.
Yeah.
Get back to it. We had to take a beer break. We both drank our beers real quick. Hopefully you hear that.
Deserved beers.
8:05. These are deserved this week.
Cheers if you're watching, you got a beer.
So on this one, we're talking about some real shit now. Being 40 and fighting. You know what I mean? Like, I think Danny brought that up to us, right? What does 40 and fighting mean to you or whatever? Is that what he asked us about?
I don't remember.
I forgot. My bad, dog. We weren't even drinking that night. But we're talking about like back issues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the reason I wanted to turn the camera back on is when he's talking about it, he's like, hey, I'm going to go to Mexico and get whatever.
Yeah, stem cells.
Dude, if I'm going to Mexico, it ain't for fucking stem cells, dog. You know what I'm fucking saying? I'm going to get a little fucking Hong Kong action going on.
This guy.
But no, I mean, being old, man, like, for me, the best thing that's happened to my back, because I have 2 slip discs. When they start bulging, I have sciatica, and it's terrible. Like right now, if I'm in any static position for a couple minutes, my fingers go numb. So I definitely have something going on right now, but it's not painful.
Yeah.
And my neck's messed up. What I was saying is like, I got a bed that was like the right firmness. I got a pillow that's the right height and everything. All that shit makes a difference when you're older and you're active, or if you're me, like you're an idiot when you were younger and you blew your back out when you were 21, being wild as fuck. You got to deal with this shit when you get older, because he's in a ton of pain right now. The only thing, I'm telling you, you got to take time off. You got to take time off.
I've had some back issues, never anything major. I got into a car accident probably 8 years ago, and then, I had some minor back issues from there. Did chiropractor for like a year.
Dude, chiropractor was the worst thing I've ever done to my back.
It was
the
horrible.
worst I've ever done.
That's what scared me.
Chiropractors are fucking fake.
Yeah, that's what drew me away from them, because every time I left, I was always in pain. But then after that, like every once in a while, I'll have a back, like my back just goes out. Like the last time it happened, I was building my computer and I was on the floor, and then I couldn't get up. And I was like, I can't get up off the floor.
That's something about being older and being at a more elevated position at what I do for my job. It's like I won't work like that. Like if I got to do something, I'll pick it up. I'll take it to a workbench. If anyone has anything to say, they can fucking suck a dick. Because like I can't work like that because I'll be in pain the next day. It's like, so do you want me to work on the floor for a couple days?
Yeah,
and
but
then not be able to work for a week?
Like I've had back issues, but it's like there for a week and then it's gone, and then it's it's whatever. So during jiu-jitsu, I've only had the one back issue, and I took like 2 months off. Yeah, I took 2 months off, but that was like a legit different issue. So this came out of the blue, And it just sucks because I don't want to
of,
start training. I don't want to stop training. I've been having so much fun. My game is improving, and it seems to happen.
That's how it goes, dude.
Yeah, it seems to happen when you feel like
but
everything, your game is getting better, and it's like,
dude, you're not here for a good time. You're here for a long time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're right.
Like, you got to take the time off. There's nothing you can do about it. And like, I think I don't know if I said this already. The best thing that's ever happened to me for my back is doing jiu-jitsu.
The stretching.
Yeah, the stretching and the movement like that. My back has been pretty solid for the time I've been doing it. I think maybe once or twice I had a little bit of sciatica pain. I think right now my finger numbness is from neck issues, but if you do jiu-jitsu, it is what it is. But the reason you haven't had an experience like this before for this long is because you haven't been doing all the shit that you're fucking doing. Dude, not everybody is David Goggins. You can't be fucking carrying the boats, dude.
Gotta carry the boats.
Dude, you're fucking jacked.
You gotta carry the boats.
You're jacked. Slow it down to fucking 3 days a week for a couple months. You're not going to see the gains that you've gotten so far, but there's going to be a certain point in time, let's say it's a year, 2 years, where you're not going to see those gains no matter what.
Exactly.
You're going to get to the point where you're done.
And I got to get there. I got to get the gains before that's too late.
Extend it. Have you been going to the sauna?
Yeah.
Dude, that's amazing
That feels good when I get in the sauna. Like, while I'm in the sauna and I can feel, like, the heat hitting, like, my back.
Good.
It feels...
Especially mine. Right?
Yes, I've been doing it alone lately. Normally, my wife likes going there, too. But lately, because I've been going alone...
What are y'all doing in that sauna in there? Do I want to get in there?
It's too hot to be.
Sticky?
It's too hot to be in there doing it.
Dude, I like doing it hot.
So, I can put my legs up, and, like, stretch out, and I can feel my back really kind of let loose. It feels good.
Yeah.
The one thing I think the only other thing that I think might be beneficial is an ice bath.
You're just on that fucking Rogan shit. So I do want to get ice bath. You want to go get a trough and go halves?
No, I saw this Instagram ad. I'm not going to say it because they're not sponsoring us, but I did find an Instagram ad.
Sponsor us.
That they have those inflatable ones for like $120 on sale, and then you just put water in it and you get some ice bags.
The ice is expensive. I got to hook up on an ice maker if you want one though.
They're not too expensive.
Dude, my homie's got a fucking ice maker from Starbucks he was trying to get rid of.
How much?
He might just give it to me.
That's a game changer.
I'll hit him up.
That's a game changer.
But you got to come let me use it.
But yeah,
we got to go twosies in there.
Yeah, fuck it. Nuts to butts. Anyways.
I'm the butts.
Ice bath.
No, I'm the nuts.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You heard that.
But going back to the back problems, like, I'm a lazy bitch, and this is part of my excuse is I enjoy lifting, but I don't really know how to lift correctly. One of the reasons I use a trap bar and things I do, like, every time I start to lift and I start to feel myself, I hurt my back. And key in point, the very first time I lifted...
Trap bars are definitely...
Better for your back. Better than deadlifting.
No. Deadlifting in general and trap bars and squats are going to be bad for your back.
Yeah,
it's the only reason why I don't do
But they're one of the best things for gaining strength.
For your core. Yeah.
But your core is the cage for your back.
But they're also... Those specific workouts are extremely bad for your back.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of compression.
But I'm not trying to just fucking do curls for the girls.
Well, you can do leg extensions. You can do reverse leg extensions. Yeah. You can do calf raises. There's other exercises. It's never gonna be as good as doing deadlifts and squats and things like that. But
since I use the trap bar and I don't try to lift like an asshole, like
the trap bar is definitely way more
because you don't have to bend as much. You can go straight down and you do it.
Get into your form correctly.
Yeah, you get the form better.
Yep. I agree.
You just need to take a couple days off, dude. Like there's no shame in it.
It's not about being ashamed. I'm in a position where I'm on a roll. Like I feel good. I'm rolling good. I'm doing good in the gym. I'm seeing progress.
But you want to be in a roll when you're 45? You want to be in a roll when you're 48?
Yeah, you're right.
If you fucking keep going hard like this, you're not going to be there.
You're not wrong.
Let's go back to another fucking subject. What did you think of Almaza? No, you don't like it?
It was good.
Yeah, it's not amazing, but it's pretty good.
It was better than... We went to... there was like one of those chain restaurants.
Yeah.
It was good. That was definitely better. It was a little expensive.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, it was like $20 a person.
I had 5 people, so it was like $145.
You go to fucking McDonald's, it's probably $100.
Yeah, not 145.
Oh my god.
No, it was good though.
You're the cheapest baller I know.
I enjoyed it.
There are some better places I know of in LA
for
Mediterranean, but they're harder to get to. They're in the valley. They have crazy hours, and like the really good ones, you can't go dressed how we were dressed.
Yeah,
they're a little bit fancier and shit like that.
But they started setting the mood at the end of the night. We were leaving.
Oh man, if there wasn't kids there, we would have stayed and got fucked up because they got a full bar, a hookah bar. I don't even smoke hookah. I would have been fucking getting ripped out there.
Yeah, it was a good
you
time.
Like hookah?
I do, but I don't do them anymore because train. jiu-jitsu, so I don't do it. So, like
what is the end goal for jiu-jitsu for you?
Just be healthy. As healthy as I've been ever in my life since high school. Fuck you.
See? That's
Fuck you.
For sure it's about being healthy. It's to get to black belt to be healthy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, black belt's really the beginning.
It really is.
But, I mean, you want to be there, like, I mean, our professor, we're going to get into another subject that talks about our professor, but our professor's been a black belt, I don't know, 28 years or whatever. He's fucked up, dude.
6 stripes. So he's got, I think he said he's got.
It's like 28 years.
But I think he said he's got 5 more years till he gets his
so 30. So he 98.
No, I think it was like 4 years. It wasn't that much longer.
It was 5. Yeah, we were there and he got his stripe. It's 7 years. He got his black belt in 98. So whatever that is, 25 years, whatever fucking 25. I don't know how many fucking years. It's 25 years.
Yeah.
But right now he can't roll. Have you noticed he takes like maybe roll every couple days because he's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because he never took the time to get better.
Recover. Yeah.
I think he told me when he blew his knee out, he was back on the mats like in 3 months.
Yeah.
Dude, you got to take time off, man. I mean, you can come watch. I wouldn't suggest watching because you're going to want to do it. And you're also sitting there like a fucking old ass. I know that seat, dude. I know what it's like when you're sitting there because my back is fucked up and I do that same shit.
I was sitting on the bench.
I do this same shit because my back's fucked up.
I was sitting on the bench and Omar came over and he goes, no, you sit over here. And he took me to the chair. He's on, sit in the chair.
See?
And I was like,
Your back's fucked up, dude. You don't want to go on that fucking flight to wherever the fuck you guys are going to fuck that back in 6 months or 4 months, whenever it is.
That would suck.
Yeah, you got to fucking take care of yourself, man. I mean, not winning medals isn't for everyone, Playboy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I had to tip them down because they were fucking the glare was fucking with me, you know what I'm saying?
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
It's not for everyone, dog. Not everyone can carry the boats all the time.
You carry the fucking boats. This fucking guy.
Shit.
Drink your drink, man.
I wish we had drinks. We got beers today.
Oh, man.
We're going to have to have drinks next time, get all fucked up.
Well, we're going to be drinking tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, I'm not going.
What? Why?
Maybe we might go for a little bit during the day. Dude, my dog can't be alone, dude. My dog's like my second son. Like, he can't be alone during the fireworks. He'll fucking freak out and start crying.
CBD. That's why I got the CBD
oil.
dude.
I love my dog, dude.
I like my dogs, too.
I think you like your dogs. I fucking love my dogs, dude.
I like my dogs,
My little homie sleeps between us and shit, dude. That's my dog.
So
I don't know. We might go for a little bit during the day. I was asking Brianna about it. She was like, maybe we'll go for a little bit during the day. We're gonna go
not like other dogs?
I can't bring him around the other dogs. No. It's not that he doesn't like him, but he's a little yappy motherfucker. So he'll roll up on him and be like, "What's up?" You know what I mean? I don't know. I would like to go. All the homies are gonna go. I'll be talking mad shit, probably wearing my medals around if you see me, with real drinks. But I actually have to work on Wednesday, and then I'm leaving to Texas on Thursday. This is the reason we're doing this.
I work Wednesday too.
Yeah, but you don't get hungover.
Yeah, but.
And what is your work comprised of on Wednesday? You have to be awake. And what else?
That is a requirement.
And what else?
Yeah. Work. Stuff. Work stuff.
I mean, that's about what mine comprises of, too, but I got to walk around and shit.
And meetings.
I got to go to our warehouse.
I walk around. In the meetings, I walk around the table. I get my coffee.
Yeah.
I sit on the couch for a little bit.
I guess I don't really have to do shit on Wednesday. I don't know. I think about it.
I like meetings from the couch. They're pretty comfortable.
Yeah. That's the other thing. Do you sit on your couch or you lay on your couch?
I sit on the couch.
You got to lay, dog.
Maybe.
It's funny.
You know what I do like is that swinging chair that I got.
Oh yeah.
That is bomb. It
feels
good
for your back.
Yeah, it feels so good.
One of my homies I'll text. I hope he texts me and he'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I was sitting on the couch." And he'd be like, "You mean laying?" Dude, I haven't sat on a couch and I don't know how long. Dude, I have like one of those L couches. I just lay. I got a spot. I'm just laying, dude. You got to fucking lay, dude. You got to do anything you do to get the compression. Sitting right now is bad for his back.
I'm feeling it. I'm telling you, this is not a comfortable seat, and my back is not happy. It's just weird because I rolled. I did well today.
Dude, the rolling is not what you hear. You got the
adrenaline. And then, like,
as
soon as I finished and I was walking out the door, I was like, oh.
Did you see me walking around after when we were leaving on Mazda? Dude, I was walking like an old man. Dude, going up and down those stairs, warming up.
Because you're old as fuck.
I am old as fuck, but my back was already killing me. I told you on the last podcast I was talking about our backs hurting.
Yeah.
Dude, that night going home, and then I had to go to the shop, do some screens for some orders we were doing. And I was on, I literally left. There's this thing called emulsion, and it's for coating the screens and it's UV sensitive.
I know it is.
The worst thing you can do is leave emulsion in it.
Just because then it dries.
It dries and it's hard to get out. It's hard like a rock. Dude, I left a full thing full of emulsion because I was like, I gotta fucking go. Dude, I'm in so much pain. I gotta leave. I left it full. It took me a half an hour to clean the motherfucker with the pressure washer today. I know you're feeling. Today it's not too bad for me. It was until I tried to move a cabinet that weighed like fucking 700 pounds. But
yeah, I'll probably stretch after this, but it just sucks, man.
Let me help you get stretched out.
No,
I'll stretch
definitely. I'm gonna pull those new
little wheels out.
Wheels out, yeah. Pull the Hot Wheels out.
He's got something in the box that's gonna stretch him out. You got the coconut oil too?
This guy. Don't ever listen to this. You can't take him anywhere nice. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I think I do need to take time off. I'm just really don't want to. I'm having
take it off. But I'm gonna tell the professor you're not allowed to roll.
He don't listen to you.
He likes me, dude. I mean, I'm not the favorite anymore, but I'm still up there.
Yeah,
I'm an integral.
I think he saw me walking, and he was like,
yeah, I'm an integral part of the team, Playboy.
He saw me walking, and he was like, yep.
You ever notice when I show up, it's fucking party time? Everyone's fucking happy. King's home. It's like every time I leave and I come back, it's like a return from battle.
Get the fuck out of here.
Fucking just returning, just fucking. That's me, dude.
No. Absolutely not.
It's 100% me.
Absolutely not.
Fucking King Anthony.
It is like the same one I got. Yeah, San Diego Open.
Is it?
Yeah.
That was the one from like 2 years ago.
This
is
the
one.
one I got.
I have two from Phoenix.
Yeah, the San Diego Open is the one I got.
This is the first Phoenix one, and that was the second Phoenix one. Phoenix is a pretty good time.
Yeah.
They got cool hotels there.
So I was talking to the guy from Beaumont.
Isaac?
Not
professor?
Isaac. One of the blue belts.
I saw he won right after you did the first one. I saw that.
He
one,
said they just went to Arizona. He said it was cool. He was definitely saying like the level of competition is nowhere near the same in Arizona as it is here.
Although that is true in general for the whole country compared to Southern California, I want to see that motherfucker go on ultra and tell me the level's different.
Because you're all fat. You all bring Earth. We've talked about this.
Yes.
Some of you bring Mars.
You know, the one homie that won our division, we were all bullshitting. The guy that I lost to, we were talking about how much you weigh and shit. He was like, I weighed like 265. I was like, that's pretty close to me. He was maybe like an inch taller than me, maybe about the same size, but he looked a little bit bigger than me. And then the dude that won, he was like, today I weighed in. I was like, what were you wearing when you weighed in? And he was like, my gi and everything. I was like, well, okay, what'd you weigh in? And he's like, about 298.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
He was a big boy.
I actually felt pretty good. Like I didn't feel like
stop
weak. I
going
didn't
to
feel
195.
Strong. I'm going to go down to 195.
You're 2
I'm going to 195 again.
Dude.
But I felt strong.
Hold on.
Shit.
Let's talk about your fucked up ass back again.
Yeah, it'll help my back.
No, it won't.
Lighter
Dude,
weight.
You got to be
lighter
hydrated.
Weight. Oh, yeah.
You got to be hydrated.
But lighter weight. Lighter weight is better for the back.
That's not necessarily true because if you might start losing core strength as you fucking continuing to cut
just
weight and dehydrate your bitch
I
ass.
don't have to dehydrate. That's the key. That's why
you are dehydrated.
No.
If you're not chugging gallons of water every day, you're dehydrated.
I drink fucking all.
What about the
types of
week
water.
before the competition?
I drink more water the week of the competition because I usually stop drinking water the night before.
Oh yeah. So you go compete dehydrated. You can't hydrate the same day. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Unless
I
you're
mean,
taking
not
IVs.
completely dehydrated, but
You're dehydrated.
You know what you're talking about, sir.
You want to talk about the lineage?
You know what? I don't have to take this negativity. I don't need this kind of negativity in my life.
I'm trying to be positive for you. I got to keep your old ass around, dog. I'm trying to blow this channel up, and if you're all hurt,
I'll be there.
It up.
I'll be there.
You want to talk about the lineage thing or what?
There. What?
You want to talk about the lineage
we'll
thing?
save that. I think that was cool.
Do I have any notes? IBJJF really, or fucking World League
they knocked it out the park.
Really fucking stepped their shit up.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that tournament. It was really nice. Even the seating was really good. The seatings were comfortable.
The seats were very comfortable.
Yeah, they were super comfortable.
I was standing up for like 2 hours and I sat down. It's like, oh god.
Yeah,
damn.
no, they were comfortable. And you could see everything. There was no like area where like you can't see this mat, you can't see it. Literally, you could see all the mats from everywhere. It was really good.
Yep.
I really liked that event. That location was pretty dope. I mean, it was far as fuck though.
Yeah.
That sucked.
Oh,
'Cause LA
speaking
sucks.
of it, this motherfucker doesn't know what the marine layer is, and he was like, "There's smog everywhere."
It's smog.
First
It's
of all,
not the marine layer.
Your bitch ass is from the most polluted city in the country.
No, sir. No, sir. LA is like.
You can't even go swimming in the place where you're from.
I didn't say the water. I said the air quality. And you can't go swimming when it's not raining.
In IB?
Well, I'm talking about San Diego in general. In general,
Yeah,
I'm talking about San Diego.
So you want to talk about IB? You can't go in the water, and then literally, if you lived in IB, right?
Yeah.
What's the next thing?
That wasn't the only city I lived in.
You're in IB.
But that's not the
Here's
only
IB.
city I lived in.
What is this side?
That's San Isidro.
No,
Where? San Ysidro.
And what does that touch?
That touches the United States ground.
The end of the United States? And then what's on the other side of that 4-foot wall?
Another more land. A world
so
planet.
This motherfucker lived like 5 minutes from TJ, where there is no air emissions.
Yeah, the air was still better than LA. That's what's crazy. LA is shit. It is garbage.
818 till I die. Fuck this San Diego.
This guy's over here. 818. He lives in 951.
I do now. Where do you live at?
I'm not claiming
Air
quality here is better than there.
I don't know. There's so much
way
dust.
better.
There's so much dust in the air.
It's better than fucking car fucking emissions everywhere.
I think it's equally as bad.
The worst part here is
the smell.
The smell.
Do you get it over here too?
Rarely.
Yeah, I get it by my house.
Yeah, rarely.
I was stoked because I thought
the smell of cow is what we're talking about.
Yeah, I live right by all the dairies. It fucking stinks. But you know, I'm all stoked because I'm moving and shit. Dude, there's a fucking thoroughbred ranch behind my house.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be as bad.
It's pretty bad.
Is it?
It's like maybe 1 or 2 days a month. It's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as the fucking dairies. You know, half of those aren't even dairies anymore. You know, they're raising beef out there. Trying to get that good San Jacinto beef.
Anyways, World Masters is next. In like 9 weeks.
I'll be there supporting all the homies, getting drunk. We're gonna do a couple. We're gonna do some podcasts out there. I want to get the homie from Arizona on the fucking podcast.
So yeah, it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that one.
World Master.
I gotta get my hotel room still.
I gotta get mine too. Where are you gonna stay at?
Probably MGM because they got that lazy river, and it was nice to just walk down there, enjoy it. Last time we had so much fun in Lazy River. It was cool.
Don't dose yourself this time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
No, not just dose. What do they call it? When you double up.
I don't know.
When you drink and then you're smoking.
Oh, crossfaded?
Crossfaded. Getting crossfaded over here to another planet.
Yeah, let's all stay at the same hotel and fucking have a good time.
Yeah, I think the MGM was the one because they had good food. They had the pool area, which was really dope.
It's just far from the cool part of town. I mean, the only good hotel over there is Resort World.
You could take the
tram.
Tram.
Yeah.
And get down to like.
You actually could walk from the MGM to.
That's a long walk.
It is. You know what's the perfect hotel for American Nationals? In the parking lot of the American Nationals is a fucking a Marriott Renaissance.
Marriott's usually pretty nice.
We stayed at that one the first time to the American Nationals. It's a great hotel. It's a little bit expensive, but it's in the parking lot.
Oh, that works out.
But they don't have any amenities. It's just a hotel.
Straight up hotel. Yeah.
But it's a nice hotel.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're trying to do what I'm trying to do in Vegas, which is not the Lazy River.
Lazy River.
I'll be in the Lazy River, for sure. We should go to the MGM. Everyone that's going to American Nationals, go to the MGM. We're going to party. Don't bring your fucking kids.
Yeah, no kids.
Don't bring your goddamn kids. Leave them at home. Are you leaving your kids at home?
Yeah, I'm leaving my kids at home.
I'm leaving my kids at home. We're old as fuck. We're out.
Yeah,
Us.
we're out. Later. Oh, wait. No.
What?
Leave a comment.
Yeah, subscribe too.
And hit the like button.
Help us. Oh, speaking of subscribing and shit, we're about to drop the Black Path shit next month. I got a new printer working for me. We're going to fucking release a whole bunch of shit. The 40 and fighting shirts are going to come out. If you got a goddamn business and you need some t-shirts, hit me up, dog.
There you go.
Make you a good-ass deal. Well, I mean, the deals aren't that good, but I'll make you some good t-shirts. What's up?
The deals aren't that good.
Hey, I'm trying to get paid.
They normal price.
They normal-ass price.
With
maybe
good quality, though.
Yeah, but if you say, hey, I heard you on 40 and fighting, maybe I'll give you like a little 5% discount or something.
On one shirt.
On one shirt. Oh.
Yeah, later. Peace. Yeah, all that good stuff.